Styles by Andre Dean and Hazel Kent. Today, we will share with you information on parenting styles within the family and the effects on the development of a child. A family can be defined as a group of people who are related by blood or through marriage and who live together in the same house. Whether you are starting your family as a married couple, common law union, or single person, you will face emotional and psychological changes, new roles and responsibilities as you carry out the function of the family. The following are functions of a family: 1. Procreation. 2. An agent of education. 3. An economic unit. 4. A social unit to meet psychological and emotional needs. 5. A unit of cultural transmission. 6. An agent of socialization. Parenting styles within the family. Diana Baumrind, 1967, was a developmental psychologist who conducted research on child care within the family. Baumrind used naturalistic observation, parental interviews, and other research methods to prove her theory that she was able to identify four important dimensions of parenting. 1. Disciplinary strategies. 2. Warmth and nurturance. 3. Communication styles. 4. Expectations of maturity and control. Using these, she developed 3 parenting styles which impacted a child's development, behavior, and outlook of life. 1. The authoritarian parenting style. 2. The permissive parenting style. 3. The authoritative parenting style. Macaulay and Martin, 1983, later added the 4th parenting style, the neglectful parenting style. The authoritarian parenting style. These are parents who use rigid rules and discipline to enforce acceptable standards of behavior on their children. It's not that these parents do not love their children. The parents prefer that the children be seen and not heard. These parents desire a well-behaved child. This parenting style sends mixed messages to a child, and the child cannot question the parent's authority. Play and fun are suppressed. Children become moody, unhappy, and withdrawn, and these suppressed emotions will eventually grow into resentment and anger toward the parent and self. The permissive parenting style. These parents believe that children should be allowed to express themselves. These parents tend to encourage the demanding and unruly behavior of the child. These children are taught to compete for their parents' attention, and parents do their best to satisfy the needs of their whining children to keep them happy all the time. The child actions controls the parents. The child believes that they should get whatever they want and throw temper tantrums to ensure that they do get it. These children tend to develop poor social skills and have little respect for authority. The authoritative parenting style. These parents pay close attention and are involved in activities with their children, and boundaries are established to keep them in line. Parents aim to develop children to respect themselves and others encouraged to explore the environment, to learn, gain experience, engage, and seek guidance from their parents. Open communication is maintained. These children tend to be happy, confident, and self motivated, and perform well at school and socially. The, the neglectful parenting style. These parents tend to be preoccupied and detached from their children. There is no clear family structure, no established rules, and little or no guidance to the child. Children are left home alone to explore the environment, gain experience, and care for themselves. They tend to have poor social skills, social anxiety, low self esteem, low self worth, and learning disability. As we become parents, we may not be aware of developmental stages of a child to adulthood. Erik Erikson, 1959, developed the theory of psychosocial development. According to the theory, successful completion of each stage results in a healthy personality and the acquisition of basic virtues. Basic virtues are characteristic strengths which the ego can use to resolve subsequent crises. Failure to successfully complete a stage can result in a reduced ability to complete further stages, and therefore a more unhealthy personality and sense of self. These stages, however, can be resolved successfully at a later time. These are the various stages. Stage 1, trust versus mistrust. The basic virtue is hope. The age range is infancy, 0 to 1.5. Stage 2, autonomy versus shame. The basic virtue is will. Age is early childhood, 1.5 to 3. The third stage, initiative versus guilt. The basic virtue, purpose. The age is play age, 3 to 5. Stage 4, industry versus inferiority. Basic virtue, competency. Age, school age, 5 to 12. Stage 5, ego identity versus role confusion. Basic virtue, fidelity. Age, adolescence, 12 to 18. Stage 6, intimacy versus isolation. Basic virtue, love. Age, young adult, 18 to 40. Stage 7, generativity versus stagnation. Basic virtue, care. Age, adulthood, 40 to 65. Stage 8, ego integrity versus despair. Basic virtue, wisdom. Age, maturity, 65 and up. Erikson theory shows us how we develop our personal identity in stages. We as parents are the first agent of socialization within the family. We condition our children in response to the environment, whether positively or negatively. We must therefore aim to embrace our parental responsibility as we prepare our children for their future roles and responsibilities. It was a pleasure presenting you with these parenting styles that will help you improve and be an aid to you in your role as being parents. We ensure that you will use these to the best of your abilities. Thank you.